Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Contest of Speed EU4. We're here for the penultimate round in Saudi Arabia for round 23 of the championship. My name is Dan. I'll be your commentator this evening. Matt is here somewhere. He's just nipped away, I think, to feed himself. Actually, he's been in a bit of a rush to get back in time this evening, but he is here. And neither of us know anything about this circuit. Brand new circuit to us. I've not driven it yet. I don't know about Matt. He might have done. The only experience we have is when we watch the Grand Prix here. Gee, give me a minute. I don't think my audio's set right. There we go. That's better. So, 27 corners then. The Corniche circuit on the banks of the Red Sea, and that's about it. That's about as much as I know. So we'll probably end up talking about drivers in terms of their sectors. Lead man, that's going to be not rapid. So from what we saw in the real F1, very, very fast circuit, a lot of fast flowing corners. Kind of circuit that would suit someone who's running low downforce. Luke, I'm looking at you, pal, in the Ferrari. So we'll get rid of the tyre graphic just for the time being. And ride on board then with Not Rapid, who's going to be the first man to set a lap around this circuit. In contest speed, at least in anger. DRS opens down the start, finish straight, heading for the complex of turns 1, 2 and 3. Heavy braking, so very reminiscent of Vietnam last season for turn 1. For to take a fair chunk of curve, it seems. Heading through now towards the end of sector 1. Yep, sector 1 through, 31.0 through the first sector. We'll have to wait and see how good that ends up being. And it leaves off there so he doesn't clip the wall. It's looking good so far from Rapid. Tidy lap. Because that's what you need. Plenty of places where he could slip up. So, nice smooth lap time could be the way forward. He is quickest so far. A little clip of the wall there. We enter sector 3 now. Imagine ERS is going to be a challenge to keep round this circuit. You can see there on the graphic he's less than halfway in his charge level. Through the final corner then, turn 27, and powers for the line. He will set a time of a 1 minute 29.5. From the drivers that are currently on track, he was fastest through the first sector. He's been overtaken by Sneaky Tom in the middle sector, but other than that, seems to be quite a competitive time, so we'll have to wait and see what his teammate can do. He's coming up towards the line now. As you see Catch Silver take it on a set of mediums. Now that could be very interesting. Could this be a circuit that we saw last week in Russia where the medium tyre sort of brings itself back? It's a very high speed lap, a lot of flat out corners, so it could be overheating the softs. We'll have to wait and see. Let's do some housekeeping then. 19 drivers. Hopefully we'll see Smithy appear before the end of qualifying for a full grid of 20. Substitutes in tonight. We've got Cacho Silva in for Dan Hilton, Not Rapid in for Blades, Escobar in for Steve, Clarkson in for Joseph, Trebler in for Jacko, and Yoldesma, who is Ariol. For those of you who've been watching for the last couple of weeks, he's in place of JRN. Rapid coming back into the pits now. Let's jump across. Who shall we find? Luke, championship protagonist, along with Jack Hawkey. We've got both championships can be won tonight. If you've been keeping an eye on our Instagram page, that was published earlier. All the drivers are aware, that was given to them earlier on as well. But Constructors' Championship at the moment, there is a 12-point gap, I think it is, between Ferrari and Red Bull. Red Bull leading the way. And Red Bull will win the championship tonight if they score 33 points, plus whatever Ferrari can manage. Ferrari can't win it, but they'll put themselves within touching distance if they can get themselves a 1-2 finish. They will take the lead if they can do that. Clarkson has retired somewhere. That's just at the end of sector 2 there. Coming into 3, look. Luke has gone second in all of that. I'm sorry, I missed that. 28.7 for Luke. The Wizard still leads the way though for Red Bull. Looking at the Drivers' Championship then, whilst Jack Hawkey is in the pits and Luke, I imagine, will be on his way back there. The gap between those two, which is Luke in second place and Jack in the lead, is 8 points at the moment. Jack can win it tonight. So we could see Red Bull and Jack Hawkey crowned double champions, or we could see it go to the final day next week in Abu Dhabi. Jack will win if he finishes second or higher, obviously, and Luke fails to finish tonight, or if Luke finishes 7th or lower and Jack wins the race. There is no permutation where fastest lap comes into it. If they are level on points going into the final day, Jack Hawkey will win it on countback. Sorry, level on points at the end of next week, I should say. There's no way for Luke to overcome that, so he could win it by making sure they would be on equal points at the end of next week. So it's 26 points an advantage he needs, which puts him 18 points needed tonight over Luke, that is. To wait and see how they get on. Championship leader then, he is out on track. Oh dear. Oh dear. He'll be hoping he can win it tonight, because that corner cut there could prove to be his downfall. In Constance Speed, you're not allowed to cut corners in order to save time or tyre life in qualifying. We'll have to wait and see what stewards make of that one, but that could be a qualifying ban for next week for Jack Hawkey, starting at the back in Abu Dhabi. But leaving with a recovery drive and all to do, depending on how tonight goes. Kitten, I can see your comments, man. How many bush lights have you had today so far? Have you ventured out to buy more? Hawkey then, let's have a look at the timing screens. I've been watching him on his lap. He's fastest so far through the first and second sectors. On the soft tyre, one corner to go then. See what he can do. Goes fastest, 28.1 for Jack Hawkey. Not the convincing leads we're used to seeing him produce. He is within touching distance of his teammate and his championship rival. Slaughter then in the McLaren. I think he's going again. He is. 3/4 of a second up at the moment on a set of soft tyres, compared to his previous lap on a set of mediums. Oh, runs wide there. You saw the back end step out, and that's compromised that lap. He still looks like he's going for it though, unless he's just trying to get back to the pits quickly. Got one corner to go. Doesn't have the charge to go again, although he's going for it. Fair play to him, he's going to try it. 29.3, which would have put him into 7th place, just behind Camping Docks. Just ahead of Sneaky Tom as well, I think. Might have been just behind, so it's 6th or 7th place. He's trying again. We'll ride on board them through this first sector, which looks spectacular. Yeah, and you can see there just the understeer he's got. That's from overheating the tyres. That's a shame, because he's 1.1 seconds up through that first sector. So we've got David Claassen, who's crashed without a time set. Escobar does have a time set now, and the other man is Trebler. And we're watching now in the Alfa Romeo, the only one not to set a time so far that still can do. 31.1 through the first sector, 27.7 through the middle sector. It's a respectable lap so far. It's looking good, and I hear the crack of a beverage.
Hello.
Howdy.
I nearly spat out my food when I saw Couch Silver did his 29.2 medium.
Yeah, that's meaty
impressive
lap time, isn't it? Yeah. We'll see if he can stay in the top 10 with it, because that could put him in a good position for a nice result. Trebler goes into P6, 28.9. So everyone has a time so far, which was something we thought might not happen.
I was watching the first portion of qualifying, and I was seeing lap time after lap time being invalidated. Track limits seem to be a problem around here, which is an interesting.
We've got some drama surrounding our championship leader as well. He may have just nipped across a chicane. On his outlap as well.
That's naughty. Well, I don't know why you'd be gaining an advantage on this kind of lap.
No, so we'll have to leave it to the stewards to investigate.
I think I've just missed someone else do it as well. This has been desperation to get back for another run.
And as always seems to be the case with Matt and I on a Monday evening, football correspondence.
Yes, transfer deadline day tonight as well.
Wow,
it's very
deadline day as well.
UK.
Yes, and across Europe as well, of course. But the match we've got on tonight is Portsmouth Charlton Athletic.
Ooh, big game. Aaron Ramsey's arrived at Ibrox, by the way, as well.
Interesting. Charlton have just scored a second goal, by the way, so it's now 2-0 to them, with about 20 minutes to play.
Beautiful. Wizard is nearly 4 attempts up, by the way.
Oh, I've just seen someone maybe taking advantage there. Getting on board with the olders match, but the game's let him have it.
Doing it.
Game's let him have it, so we've not specified any sort of track limitations tonight.
Oh, I've seen a floating tyre down where.
That will be from Mr. Claassen.
Looks very dramatic.
Near the detection point for the second DRS zone.
Wizard is still up, but I've missed his second split, so I presume he's just still up, and he is pinning it to the line for probably his last run in qualifying. DRS is open, and he does a 27.9. How about that?
That's meaty. from the Wizard. He's been building ever since he got back 2 races ago. And no, looks like he's found his stride once again.
I'm sure he's just not been practicing.
He might have been.
Absolutely sweating now.
Yeah. Holders mark.
Rack's
Improves
gone
to 8.
Rack's gone a quarter of a second up.
Yep, into 5th place. Or is he going again?
He's going again. He's quarter of a second up on his current this current lap. So
yep, fastest sector so far held by the top 2, both Red Bulls. That's sector 1 and 3 for the Wizard, sector 2 for Jack Hawkey.
it's also a smidge of time through sector 2. You can get away with a lot through that corner.
You can get away with it.
Yeah, notice.
There's quite a few you can get away with overstepping. But I think if you notice though, if you look at the curbs, the white line is on both sides. And I don't know if that's a feature of those curbs. As we see, Rack improves slightly, but not change his position. I don't know if that's a feature of the track, or if that's a feature that means that you can use the curb in its entirety and not be over the edge of the limit. Because they seem to be inboard of the track limit, whereas normally they're outside it, aren't they? So I wonder whether that could be interesting, actually. Camping Ducks, we missed that, gone into 3rd place. Good time from him. That's Shane leaving.
Oh, Luke's hit the wall hard.
Ooh. He's carrying on though.
A massive slam.
Improves his time, takes 3rd off Camping Ducks. The 28th
away with that. Rack's gone again, and Rack seems to be even quicker this time. 3.5 temps up through the first sector.
Well, we'll stick with him then and see what happens. I mean, we saw earlier on someone going for a second run. I think it was Slaughter who went for a second run, and it overheated his front tyres. So Rack's managing to do it on a set of softs, and he's looking after them well. So he goes through the final corner. Gets the power down nice and early. Gets the car straightened up. This could be it. 28.1 puts himself into 3rd, knocks Luke down to 4th. Jack Hawkey is improving though. At the moment, not enough to beat his teammate. Needs 0.2 of a second.
Camping Ducks is putting himself amongst the mix here. 2.5 temps up and through sector 2 as well. Jack sneaks pole just by 10th.
Very good final sector from Jack. Luke isn't going again. Rack probably won't go again from that. Camping Ducks then for the line. Improves, goes into 4th place. Knocks Luke down another spot. Trebler is trying another lap, but I'm not sure. I think he's a 10th down at the moment.
JJ is improving. He's doing a soft run. He's a 1.1 seconds up.
Yeah, Slaughter's
got Luke in the way, and they tried a little slipstream. It's not worked. Only 12.
Yeah, we've seen it from the past though with JJ qualifying, not necessarily his
isn't his strong suit.
No. Trebler does improve and goes
not position, but improves time.
He does. Slaughter jumps to 7th with a good time there, 29.1, and I think that's everybody. Is Shane back in, by the way? I didn't see if he was.
I have invited him back in. I have invited him back. I will check to see if he's actually in.
Yeah, so Rack, the last man, and Slaughter then, both of them coming into the pits now. So that's going to be it then. The Red Bull 1-2 for the first cars race at Jeddah. Is that going to be a sign of things to come? If it finished as it starts, Red Bull, I believe, would take the championship. In fact, they would take the championship if it finished like this, by 1 point. So Luke and JJ need to get themselves some places gained to try and claw back some points. Jack Hawkey on pole then, championship leader, 27.806. His teammate, the Wizard, just under a tenth behind him, before the Williams of Rag and the Alpine of Camping Knox, third and fourth. Luke in fifth place. He wanted to be a little bit higher, but as we saw, a little touch of the barrier through the final corner that has cost him dearly. Trebler sixth, Slaughter in seventh, Catcher Silver, the performance of qualifying. In 8th place on the medium tyre. Keep an eye out for him further into the race. Yoldersma in 9th and Sneaky Tom in 10th. We've got Not Rapid, Raceway JJ, Shane, Sleeves, Fake Scouser, Varda, Escobar and Reflux. And then David Clarkson did not set a time, as he was unfortunately finding himself in the barrier. Right, so let's get ready to go racing then. Just to remind you of the permutations for the championship, Red Bull need 33 points plus whatever Ferrari score tonight. Jack Hawkey needs to finish first or second, and then hope Luke either does not finish or finishes 7th or lower to win the Drivers' Championship tonight. What are we thinking strategy-wise, Matt? I can't remember what the actual F1 drivers did. I think we had so many safety cars on the red flag, didn't they? So
mediums.
Yeah.
And Christ knows what else.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get safety cars, I think, tonight. It's a street circuit.
Shane hopefully should be back. He had a slight power outage, which he's on his way. Whether he's going to make the start of the race is beyond me.
Let's hope he can. Because it is a long lap here as well. There we go, Shane is in. He may have to do some jiggery pokery when he gets in, but we'll cross that bridge when he comes to it. So, tyre choices then. Top 10, of course, have to start on the tyre they qualified on. That's soft tyres for everybody except Catcher Silver, as you can see on screen, who did a worldy lap. And that's Sleeves and Raceway JJ hitting each other already. They're going to have some very, very cold medium tyres when we come back round. Not Rapid on a set of softs in 11th place, going to look to try and make up some ground early. And Raceway JJ, Sleeves, Bruce, Varda, Escobar and Reflux on mediums, Shane and Clarkson on softs.
Shane's currently not in the car, which is not a good sign.
No, I mean, if it... It's a goal! It's a goal, Jeff! It's a goal for Pompey!
Nice, makes it 2-1, lovely.
It's poor goalkeeping though, from the Charlton keeper. Got to be honest there. 10 minutes to play. We'll bring you live updates.
Calcio Silver's in a fantastic position. I now said he's in a fantastic position. He's going to get a terrible start. That's how it works here. You pick
Not
someone
necessarily.
out.
If he can get his rear tyres warm, and he follows the James Blunt school of driving.
AWS has said to me it's a one-stop from the medium to the soft after 14 laps, or the medium to the hard after 11, which is interesting. So you do 11 laps on the medium, go to the hard, or you do 14 to 16 laps on the medium, you go soft. Interesting.
Very.
I wouldn't say that's very clear or very concise, but there you go.
No, nor would I say that some of these guys, if they've done some testing, would follow that advice. We've seen in the past that, especially at new circuits, the game will give you a conservative estimate of what strategy you should go on, and then you can actually pull off a much more aggressive one quite comfortably. Portimao springs to mind, where it recommends soft hard, and you can make soft medium work with about 4 or 5 laps to spare. Only time will tell, though. Let's get ready to go racing here in Jeddah, the Corniche circuit on the banks of the Red Sea, for 5 lights. And Shane gets a penalty for a jump start, which is unfortunate if he is in the car, but Jack Hawkey seems to have held his lead. Luke battling with Camping Ducks for P4, who is round. And Camping Ducks again has a tragedy of a start. He's down at the back of the pack now, P16. Yep, sleeves is off. Shane has left the session again. But it's the 2 Red Bulls though leading the way. Rack fighting now with the Wizard for second place. Has to back out of it as we head off.
And the other AlphaTauri's round as well. Oh, what an awful start.
Yeah, tragic start for those guys. Shane's going to have a lot of his work cut out. He's got a drive-through penalty, and I do believe that reflux round again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both of them haven't got front wings. That's going to be...
You are correct. Barda as well, front wing damage off the start there. Same for Not Rapid and Cacho Silva with some wing damage as well. Not much, but it'll be enough to affect him through any right-hand turn.
With a... race by JJ down the inside. Oh, it's going to be close between him and Rapid. That's going to be interesting.
We see the 2 Red Bulls closing up on each other now. That forces the Wizard to go to the inside, and that could leave Rack with a great opportunity to power through down towards turn 1. If he's got the straight line speed, which I don't think he has, the 2 Red Bulls working well together. But the Wizard going to take the lead here. Rack trying down the inside, will become the outside of turn 2 to challenge Jack Hawkey for what will be second place. And Luke, meanwhile, is loving this. Sitting there in 4th place.
This is ideal for Luke, seeing 3 in front squabble. There will be a breakaway group, I feel, because what we saw in qualifying there is
well, we've seen it already. Sneaky Tom appears to be the first man who's sort of dropping away from the pack. Cacho Silva holding position at the moment, although he is in that Aston Martin sandwich. Big winner then off the start. There's not that many, to be honest with you. It's Shane, Clarkson and Sneaky Tom up for 3 places.
Shane is back in the car, but he's obviously now got this drive-through to serve.
Cacho Silva running wide.
Which I'm pretty sure I know how he's done it. He's gone to take control of his car, and at the same time, lights out and away we go, and he's obviously jumped snow.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Either that or the AI's taken over for him and done it, which would be very, very disappointing. Cacho Silva under pressure from Rapid. Tries to defend position there. Could have ended badly, couldn't it?
I've seen many of those recently where the 2 tyres become one, and it usually ends into some kind of disaster.
Yeah, it does. DRS available next time around, of course. Trebler sort of in a little battle on his own, though he's trying to stick with Slaughter. Sneaky Tom dropping back now to just over a second. Luke as well, through that final sector, drops away from the leading trio. Keep an eye on that as we go, as we see Shane into the pits for his drive-through penalty.
Back 3 seconds. That's one of the front runners already got one, and we're only 3 laps in. That could be quite concerning. The fact that people are picking up corner cutting penalties that regularly.
Could be, but Raxon, he's trying to pressure those front 2, of course. Luke already with 2 warnings in 4th place. The Wizard out front, absolutely spotless so far. Jack Hawkey with the 1.
They're all underfueled as well, a lot of the front, in fact 4 of the front 5 are underfueled.
Yeah, Rack the only one who isn't. Looking at the actual amounts though, the Wizard 0.4 of a lap under, Jack Hawkey is practically level, I'd have to say. Rack is 1.3 over, Luke quarter of a lap under, and Slaughter a whole lap under fueled. Looking further down the pack, we've got a smattering of others. Could well be. Let's watch this lead group. That's the 2 Red Bulls going side by side again to change positions. They're trying to work together, but look at Rack's pace. He's going for one of them. Can he get them both?
No.
Oh, front end taken away. And
Jack
Luke and
parked it on the apex.
He did, yeah. Luke and Slaughter came together as well. Hope there's no damage for either of them. Doesn't appear to be.
Oh,
Rack!
Rack's dropped it. He's out.
Oh! The man who was challenging the two Red Bulls was getting himself into second place. He's out of the race.
A safety car.
Yeah.
So the guys at the
first of the evening. So Shane into the pits then. Let's see what sort of tyres we get.
Nervy are the Red Bulls from what I'm seeing. Nervy.
Yeah, I can't work out whether they're trying to work together.
Well, it's tactics I've not seen them use.
No, we've often seen the wizard sacrificed. I think we may see the same thing again here, as I would imagine they're all going to want to stop. Tyre wear wise, we're all looking at between 20 and 25% for those who qualified on the soft tyres. So you would be looking at them coming in around lap 8 anyway, probably, unless you want to undercut.
So I'm going to be brave and go to the Haas the end from here.
Not sure.
Or possibly the mediums if you're feeling.
Feeling good. Medium runners, Cacho Silva, the only man who started on those. He's at between 15 and 8 and 20% rather.
Luke has come in.
The two Red Bulls have carried on. Let's see what Luke goes for.
Sneaky Tom is in.
Slaughter has carried on. Not Rapid has carried on. Of course, his
Silver's
teammate
carried on. And so is Bruce. So both of the Hasses stay out. That's.
Well, they're both on mediums, so they should do really. Luke has gone to mediums.
There's a big gap. That's why possibly Luke's done it. There's a massive gap.
Yeah, and he's right behind his teammate now, who will probably get the message for a multi 2-1 as soon as Luke catches him, and we're back underway. So I'm surprised that Not Rapid didn't pit. He is carrying wing damage. Cacho Silva is as well, but of course he's on the mediums. He's got to try and stay out to make that strategy work. Nobody's gone for the hard tyre though. They're all choosing a smattering of other compounds. Reflux back into the box now. So we'll see if he's going to go for it.
Cycle round, I think. Yeah.
Reflux to set a soft, unless he's saying he is going to cycle tyres. Let's head down to Camping Docks then. P13 at the moment, had a dreadful start. Got caught up in another incident, but this week, thankfully, he's still in the race.
Yeah, I mean, we know how quick he can be, but for someone of his pace, he's always been involved in
he's
lap 1. Imola was 200 metres. Last week was probably the same. I can't remember.
Well, he made it through turn 1 technically last week. Didn't get that far at Imola. You see. Them damn hiccups. But yeah, Campdorf's now 5 laps into the race, which I'm sure he'll be thrilled. And then this should be the last lap we have under the safety car. Those 3 stragglers of Shane, Sleeves and Reflux should catch the pack this time round. Still 2-1 to Charlton, by the way, and we are now into added time.
It's official. Aaron Ramsey joins Rangers on loan from Juventus.
Oh. So just to go over the championship standings then, if it finishes as it is right now, Red Bull win the Constructors and Jack Hawkey will win the Drivers' title as well. So Ferrari with some work to do. Of course, Luke has made his pit stop. Both Red Bulls haven't yet, and Raceway JJ still has to make his stop. but still a lot to play for and a long way to go. See, we've got a lot of them going 2 by 2. Look, so you've got the 2 Red Bulls, the 2 Hasses, the 2 Ferraris, the 2 Alpha Tauris. If Trebler gets out of the way of camping docks, or if Klaassen drops it and drops behind him, then it'll be... actually, no, if Trebler gets out of the way of camping docks, it'll be the 2 Alpines and the 2 Alfa Romeos as well.
Shane's just got to pull his finger out, really, hasn't
he? He has, to be honest with you. His teammate's doing a cracking job there in 3rd, and, you know, he's languishing in 18th. No, we can't be too harsh on the lad. He's had a misfortune. Penalty sitch then, as it was when we first spoke about it for the championship protagonist. Luke with 2 warnings, Jack with 1, and we've got a couple of others as well potentially on the brink. So you can see the tyres there. Top 4 softs yet to stop, 6th and 7th and 8th. 5 lap old mediums yet to stop. As Jack starts to pull away from the pack, his teammate is with him. Slaughter has left a massive gap, caught napping there. The 2 Red Bulls line astern through turn 1. Slaughter 1.2 behind, not rapid. Cacho Silva.
JJ goes deep.
See the 2 Ferraris swap positions. That's not a surprise.
That was mainly through mistake more than anything. Sneaky Tom goes down the inside of that corner. That's not an overtaking pace.
Oh, runs wide. There was definitely some floor damage there. We saw the carbon fibre flick off the Aston Martin.
Ari's dropping places, but I don't know if he got damage or not. It's hard to tell. I think Reflux has got damage on the left-hand side. Shane is...
Shane's clear. We've got a lot of damage, actually. We've got Sneaky Tom picking up damage. Trebler has damage. Escobar, Ari, and Reflux all with damage. At the front, you've got Not Rapid, Cacho Silva, who's there from earlier on. So we've got a fair whack of damage all the way through the pack.
People going for moves in Sector 1 where they're just not really on.
Yeah, but look at the gap though between Slaughter and the 2 Red Bulls. He was so slow at reacting on the restart, and that's going to put people at an advantage. Luke past Bruce. So if this was real F1, we'd have the Tin Hat Brigade out saying, well, Haas have got Ferrari engines, they're letting him through. Well, it doesn't happen in cars, thankfully. No team politics. As you can see there in the background.
Throws the dummy.
He does.
Oh, thought about it.
Looking again at the back of Luke's car, on board with his teammate, currently in P8. Dirty air around here for a car with low downforce. Could be an absolute nightmare. Catch yourself. Look at that. Bruce making mistakes. Forced to cut the corner there. Gain a slight advantage over JJ. We'll have to wait and see if anything comes from that. Not Rapid has managed to get himself ahead of Slaughter into 3rd. 3.2 seconds now, the gap to the 2 Red Bulls. He's got to try and close that up and try and drag everyone with him to make this a contest now. Because Luke can afford to not push too much. He's got that pit stop advantage. Can have a look at the gap to leader. He's only 5.5 seconds behind. Pit stop round here, I'm not sure how long it is, but if they were to pit now, they would come out behind Shane in 14th place, so it would be 14th and 15th, 13th and 14th rather, for the 2 Red Bulls if they were to stop now. So you can see then Cacho Silva trying to make his way past Slaughter onto the start-finish straight. We've got a VSC. That's Shane with no front wing. As we see Not Rapid and Slaughter into the pits, that's going to give Cacho Silva, Luke and Bruce some free air and some free positions as well. Yeah, Shane's dropped it somewhere. but unfortunately for the Red Bulls, they were way past the pit entry. So they're not going to be able to take advantage of that VSC in order to make a pit stop. And their tyres are now approaching that point, Matt. Of course, we've had some laps behind the safety car, so they will go a little bit further, but I would imagine if they go any further than lap 12, it's going to start to cost them a lot of lap time. It's Luke trying to find the advantage on the restart over Catch or Silver whenever it's going to appear.
Got to be careful though, don't want to pick up a silly drive-through. We've seen that number of times. There you go. Right on cue.
So we've got one.
Someone else got someone as well.
And Ari Yoldersma got one.
Did say you got to watch what you're doing, and that's it happens.
That was 4.2 seconds. And
Luke's going to go for it.
I'm not
He's
sure.
Going this way and that. He's trying to use the slipstream.
That's Raceway JJ then round the outside of Bruce.
Oh, sorry. JJ around the outside of Bruce.
Yeah, Luke might have a go at the other Haas though, and look at Sneaky Tom. Let's not count him out. So let's jump on board with Luke then. Looking for a move on Catch or Silver, squeezed into the pit wall, but he makes it through. Can he get it stopped and around the corner? Yes, he can. Silver tried to get back at him, nudge the diffuser, and I think Raceway JJ's got past Bruce, and Sneaky Tom has as well in the background. Indeed, he has. So not a good restart for Haas, losing places for both cars then. 2-1 it's finished in the Portsmouth-Cheltenham game, rather. Bruce picks up a time penalty further down the order. Varda closing in on Bruce now as well. I wonder if he's got a problem, Bruce. Varda on a set of tyres that are relatively old, but clawing his way back up the pack. He is on a set of softs. Of course, Bruce now stuck behind Sneaky Tom. Looking for a move on the Aston Martin. You can see ahead of us. Not quite close enough to make it happen though. As we see the Red Bull swap positions again. Could that be a sign of who's going to come into the pits this time around? If anybody is going to come into the pits this time around. So they're not going to do it.
Jack this time has the DRS and
is not going to take advantage.
No. Now, I'm going to call him out here. I don't think Jack's got the pace, race-wise.
Well,
because if he had, he would then go ahead of him.
Well, both of them are wearing their tyres pretty evenly. The only thing I'm wondering is whether or not they're trying to use it as an ERS saving strategy, because Jack's still got a lot of battery.
Also, is Jack quite happy with how Wizard is going up against Luke in terms of his pace and go, oh, I'm just going to sit behind you, and then when I need to pit? Because I'm expecting Wizard to come in and then Jack to stay out and have a burn lap, essentially. Potentially,
yeah. I mean, right now, the championship battle would go to next week for the constructors. There would be Red Bull would need 9 points next week to secure it. But
now, the other issue is they need to watch what they're doing, because Luke, don't forget, is probably going to try and go to the end of it.
He might try it, yeah. He's under pressure from Catch or Silver at the moment, and he's costing himself quite a lot of time. I don't know if he's running low on battery. Yeah, is he running low on battery? No,
not really. He's got 60%, so maybe he's just.
Jack Hawkey's in.
Strange.
I don't think it is. He's saved his battery on that last lap. He's got pretty much a full charge. Set of mediums now. And he should get out just ahead of Sleeves.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will do.
Maybe, yeah, he will.
Yeah, it's an early limiter in that corner.
My thinking would have been he would have stayed out, absolutely burned him.
Oh, Luke.
It's because he's under pressure. In fact, he's gone wide.
Silver goes
I
through.
would say Jack was going to burn it, come in, obviously recharge it, and then come out and burn it again. But even on this, he's not really burning it on this side. Interesting. But that's what happens when you're in the lead of the championship. He's probably got a better idea than me.
Jack can afford now to sort of take it easy. He's made his stop. He might even try something.
Hello,
something
there's
risky
an interesting battle for fourth here. This is getting very tasty.
Yeah, we've got Bruce, Varda, Sneaky Tom, and Raceway JJ.
All following quite closely to each other, to be fair to them, so well played.
He's right on board with the Haas of Bruce, or the fake Scouser. Waiting for his opportunity, very late on the brakes there, tries to sling one down the inside of Varda. Can he pull that off? He can. But the Alpha's going to have the pace in a straight line. Both will have DRS, of course.
JJ's in trouble. Yeah, I think he's going to lose one, if not two, if he's not careful.
JJ late on the brakes. Still not quite enough to keep ahead of Sneaky Tom. Bruce is going to have the inside for his battle with Varda.
Wow, I wouldn't do it through here. Oh.
Great racing for the two of them. Very, very, very respectful driving. Bruce, excellent move up into 5th place. Varda not quite got the tyres left to fight it.
Sorry, we completely. Luke came in, by the way. He's on softs.
Have a look. Wing damage. Wing damage for Luke. Yeah.
He doesn't like that corner either. Every time he's running wide.
Yeah. Fair clip of the wing there for Luke. So that'll be where that's come from. So Luke then on the back foot again now. But the fact he's gone for softs though
is interesting, yeah. JJ is doing as best he can here for his teammate.
The course, yeah, and he's going to make a move, I think, into the final corner.
Compromise his line. Bruce trying to take advantage again of that entire inside line.
And this could be where JJ comes on stuck. No DRS now, he could lose 2 places. Tries to defend from Bruce, who's going to swoop round the outside of him.
Yeah, that was...
Be careful not to make some contact. JJ though, holding on, he'll have the inside for turn 4.
Oh, this is getting... Oh, watch out, Varda's going to sneak in if you lift too much off there.
And Jack's only a second away as well now. Sneaky Tom has pieced out at this. The whistle out!
Whistle out!
Oh, he went a little bit too far.
Safety car! The pendulum swings in!
It does. Raceway JJ now the man who could make the difference in the championship. Yeah, the wizard there, I think, has just dropped it on the throttle. Coming out of what I think is turn 13.
Yeah. Can I just put... I'm going to make a point here. Thank you for the 46 people that are currently watching.
Oh!
A couple of new followers.
Excellent. Welcome, one and all.
The support as always, everyone. Thank you.
They do. We hope you enjoy yourselves while you're here.
Yes, Blades, that is an oops.
Is it a whoopsie?
It is an F, Vulcan. It is a big F.
Yep. I'm waiting for Kitten to appear with one of his inappropriate jokes.
He's just gone with an F to start off with.
Cacho Silva into the pits. Sneaky Tom into the pits. Raceway JJ into the pits. Bruce as well, and Varda. So Jack Hawkey will retake the lead of the race.
No, Jack's coming as well.
Oh! Sets us off to the end. Luke then, it swings again. Can Luke make it through and get ahead of Jack Hawkey? He should be able to.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's on the right tyre.
He is. Luke goes through. Can he get out of his teammate?
Probably not.
No, there he is. There's Raceway JJ.
But he's got ahead of the Haas. That's probably the important thing.
Yeah, it is. Long way ahead as well, because they had to stack with Silva coming in as well as Bruce. Slaughter then the one man who stayed out, gone for track position on those medium tyres.
Well, as we've seen, if you can get overtaken, but as long as you can stay within DRS, then you can re-overtake the person in front, no matter what age tyre. That is the beauty of this track with the DRS and the straights that are available.
As we said in qualifying, keep an eye out for Cacho Silva late in the race. He's had the pace so far tonight.
He's had some good results as well.
He has managed to keep those mediums in the window. And now he's in the lead with what will be 10 to go when we cross the line. And I've just realised, actually, Cacho Silva is running no assists.
Was it?
Yeah. Fair play to the guy.
Fancy.
That's a cracking job.
A 6th and a 4th in the last 2 of the last 3 races. Who else has been on the move recently? Sneaky Tom's had a good second half to the season since Singapore. 5 podiums and a victory.
Yeah, and
the races that he's finished, he's had 2 dumps, but the races that he's finished, his lowest position's been 6th. That is top 3
in the championship standard, isn't
form,
it?
Yeah. But
Varda's slipped a little bit, hasn't he? Which is a shame.
Yes.
He was on a charge at the turn of the year. But last couple have sort of seen him slip away again.
Still picking up some points from here. He's had some good points hauls. Has a podium this year. That was at Japan. Which, incidentally, is the last Red Bull 1-2. No wonder it hasn't happened since. Surprising that actually hasn't happened since.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, we've been missing the Wizard for a couple of races. And obviously, he's back now. You certainly can, Mr. Blaze. My apologies. Here you go.
Oh yeah, sorry. I can't do anything about that. I can tell you what it is, but you won't see it on your screen in front of you.
So 3 seconds for everybody who has a penalty at the moment. In terms of warnings then, Cacho Silva only has the 3 that's given him that penalty, so he's essentially on 0 towards another one. Sneaky Tom is 1 warning away. Raceway JJ 1 warning away. Jack Hawkey has 1 warning. And Sleeves, Not Rapid, have 2. Trebler has 2. Shane has 2. And David Clarkson. David Clarkson doesn't have any.
No, I'll tell you what, it's funny talking about Shane. Shane is in 12th, and you think, why is that funny? But Shane's also had a drive through this race. He's on the soft tyre, Danny, don't forget, and we know how quick he can be. That's
we might see some movement from Shane in the other McLaren. His teammate, currently in 3rd, the only man on a set of medium tyres in that top 10. So we'll have to keep an eye out and see what happens to him. My apologies, actually Not Rapid is on mediums as well. So we're watching Cacho. He's gone.
Timed it pretty okay.
He does. Sneaky Thomas stuck with him, but they seem to have left Slaughter behind again. Poor restart from the McLaren, and Raceway JJ straight past him. You can see there just in the background. He's going to have the outside.
Yes, and kind of not.
Yep. JJ
switch back underneath.
He's going to be through. I think he's on the inside.
Oh, Luke's going to have
and
to
then
think
Luke's
about this.
Luke's slinging one up the inside, takes 4th place.
Bruce, that was... I know you want to try and get on with it, but just patience.
Yep, and the championship battle, by the way, swings now in Ferrari's favour.
Oh, Varda's going to sneak through. Oh, hang on, they're all over the place. Jack's there as well.
Oh, they're going to go 3 wide into 13, are they? Not quite. Jack on the inside of Brooks then, and Varda, who runs deep.
Deep, so yeah.
Jack up to 6th place, but will he be attacked heading through the 2nd and 3rd sectors?
Yeah, definitely. Look at them swarming on him.
Yeah, 2 Ferraris swapping places. That's to be expected. We've got Camping Ducks round at the back of the pack to see if he can recover. I'm not sure we'll get another safety car before the end unless we have a major incident.
Tucked up behind the McLaren, who's not going to have the DRS to save him at the moment, but possibly the slipstream. Varda's going for it. This has fired him up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a fresh set of tyres as well, of course, for Varda. As fresh as anybody else is there. Jack Hawkey. Yeah, and Jack's going to go through Trebler at the final corner.
Out.
And safety car. Jack just got that move done for 5th.
Yeah, and Camping Ducks has just taken his wing off as well. That was towards the end, so safety car, he will go again.
We will. Let's head back to the tyre graphics. And then we can do the maths again. So, Ferrari currently P3 and P4. That's going to get them 23 points, I believe. No, 25 points.
Go on, you quote it out.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm wrong 22. Again. No. No, it's 15 and 12, isn't it? So it's 27. Yeah. 27 points.
Stay in school, kids.
Yes, don't do a me. Fastest lap is currently Cacho Silva, so no extra point there. So 27 for Ferrari. Red Bull even are getting 15.
10.
No, yeah, 10. I saw 5th and 10, and put 2 and 2 and got
what we were looking through the other night. I think it kind of explains it, doesn't it? Really?
Yes, it does really, doesn't it? Yes, and you and I are in similar positions on that front. Yes, 10 points for Red Bull at the moment, leaving Ferrari with a 12-point advantage, which, unless I am very mistaken, and I shall double check this before I say it, because I've looked at Wally too many times tonight already. That would mean, indeed it would, the teams would be dead level going into the final round in the Constructors' Championship. The Drivers' Championship as it stands, with Luke getting 15 and Jack getting 10.
Swings the other way.
No, would see Jack hold his lead by 3 points. As it stands right now. So the ball is definitely in Ferrari and Luke's court at the moment. You would expect Luke to be able to get ahead of one or ideally both of the drivers ahead of him.
Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at the website.
Yeah, then again, all he has to do is finish ahead of Jack. He doesn't really need to risk it. Although, we all know that anyone in this position as a racing driver of any kind, be it amateur, esports, professional, dreamer, would go for it.
We've seen crazy stuff happen before.
We have. And I've got to be honest, if I was in Luke's position, I'd be going for it.
Just casting my mind back to season 6. Or season 7. EU1 and EU3 round. USA.
Yeah.
Drama.
Yes. Drama.
Pendulum swinging left, right and centre. For all championships.
Yes. Camping Ducks has left the session, having retired in the pits earlier on. Safety car is in this lap, but let's go back to Cacho Silva.
A lap earlier than I thought it would be.
Well, the whole field's together. I think it only has to do one lap, I think, and then the field, if it's together, it'll look at bringing it in. So we're going to have 6 laps of racing. Cacho Silva then nearly went early. I think he thought about it and realised where the safety car was.
He's going to wait now.
Yep. He's going for the Valtteri, and there he goes. It's a good restart, actually. Keeps himself ahead of Sneaky Tom.
Oh, JJ's in trouble. And Jack's behind.
He is, but that's going to create a nice gap for Luke, though, to be able to work and attack.
Bruce and Varda side by
Sneaky
side.
Tom.
Oh, contact. Someone's in the wall. Possibly.
No damage. I'm not seeing anything. But out front, Sneaky Tom has escaped.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, the catch-up Silver has escaped from Sneaky Tom. Luke then runs deep through turn 12, but he's still on the back of Sneaky Tom. Behind, though, look at that. Raceway JJ coming under pressure from Jack and Slaughter. Jack trying to go around the outside of the Ferrari. Can he pull that move off? Not quite. JJ slams the door shut. This is where Raceway JJ's earning his virtual monies, keeping that Red Bull firmly behind him, doing the Checo Perez, holding up that championship rival.
Oh, there's a gap there. He could have gone for it.
Jack's got to be careful. He's the one with it all to lose now. Luke's the one who can afford to take it easy.
Slaughter's had a great run on both of these here. You'll see him in a minute. There he is.
Yeah. Slaughter's now the man whose tyres are going to be at an advantage, being the medium compound. Jack Hawkey trying it down the outside. And now the inside of the final corner. Raceway JJ will have to force him narrow. Tucks in behind, trying to get the toe.
Silver's gone. He's well and truly gone.
He has. He's pushing hard. Sneaky Tom, I think the wing damage he's got. Raceway JJ down the inside again. He's going for the full Perez, isn't he? Takes that position back from Jack and gives Luke a little bit more breathing room.
And Bruce is going to get this move done, possibly round the outside, or a bit of contact. Varda's going to try and sneak through. It's all getting a bit feisty.
Yeah. Oh, Bruce runs very deep there. Slaughter retakes the position.
Yeah, they all did.
Don't know if that was him.
Tyres
Yeah, the tyres might be cooking a little bit. And Slaughter, look at the run he's got on Jack.
Yeah, Slaughter's very strong through this next bit. You'll see him. He keeps getting really good runs on everyone else in front of him. Shane's up to 9th, by the way, so that's one to keep an eye on with penalties in front.
And we've got a car round. That's Luke. That's Luke round.
Oh, it swings again.
It swings again. Now Raceway JJ's. He's got to do a lot of work now. He's got to keep Jack behind for the whole race. He's got to keep him there.
He's going to have 4 laps when we cross the line again, and he's going to get DRS if he's close enough to Sneaky Tom in front, so possibly could do enough. Slaughter's the one I'm concerned about. He's going to be right in this mix.
Well, JJ needs Slaughter to help him out for that championship. Jack needs to clear the Ferrari and then get past Sneaky Tom, and the championship is his to take.
They are all burning their ERS, and it's a magnificent sight.
Yeah. JJ's going to hold on through turn 1 and 2. Has the inside of turn 2, of course. Slaughter had a look at Jack through turn 2.
I don't blame him even for that, though.
No, not enough to really have a lunge at him. Of course, Slaughter wants to get in on this battle. His tyres are now going to be in the window where they're starting to be better than all the soft runners round him.
The only saving grace in Luke is he's not massively far off the back here. He's only 2 seconds. So.
Side by side, JJ and Jack. Cars touching, both with DRS, so no move to be made yet for Jack. JJ has to compromise his line through 13 just to defend that little bit. That could drop him away. We've got a yellow flag somewhere. That's been cleared.
Ari. Yeah, Escobar goes past David Clarkson. That's for 14th. That's a. Oh, Escobar's hit the wall. Reflex is out. Oh, that's a big crash.
Could that be? It is. It's a late safety car. We're going to have one lap. We're going to have a 1 lap dash at the end. This could make all the difference. And Cacho Silva, look at the gap he's made. 9 seconds he was out in front. He'll be absolutely livid.
Well, he knows he's done it once, he can do it again, so...
Yeah, but he's got to do it in 1 lap. Maybe 2. I mean, it's going to be a tough one. Are we going to see anybody pit? That's the question. I think we might see Luke pit and try and get the fastest lap.
I'm I'd be surprised if anyone comes in because they're all roughly on the right tyres. And well, not Rapid's come in, Luke's come in, so that was kind of expected.
I was going to say those two. I think Luke, can get 10th and then the fastest lap point with a fresh set of tyres, so that's not going to be out of the question. Slaughter is now the man, I think, who has got the best tyres for the conditions we're going to be in, as long as he can keep them warm. But Raceway JJ, if he can hold Jack up, will earn his own title as the cos Sergio Perez.
He's on 2 Freddos a week. It needs to be at least doubled.
Yep, he needs a bonus. Mattia, get on the phone to the manager. So, question is, will we see the safety car pit in at the end of this lap and give us 2 full laps of racing at the death, or
they won't have DRS either way now, which is interesting.
Warning situation then. 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and 5th actually with Slaughter as well, of all 1 warning away.
Oh, how exciting! More drama. Could you imagine a late 3-second penalty just popping up in your screen?
Yep. Now, so for Jack to win the title tonight, he has to finish 2nd or win it. Okay, regardless of where Luke finishes. Luke needs to get to 6th to keep it alive tonight and take it to next week.
And the constructors were going to next week regardless at the moment.
We are now, yes. Safety car is in this lap. Catch us over then. Let's jump to him and look back. We probably won't stay with him for very long, because the real battle that we're looking for is that one for 3rd. Raceway JJ doing his absolute utmost.
I'm waiting for
that's Sleeves and Davey Clarkson have hit each other.
I think this is going to be appropriate if I say this.
Oh, please. Please do. Here we go.
Buddy, boys, let's go racing!
Oh, Sneaky Tom's got him. He's caught him. He predicted it perfectly.
Oh, Luke's got a penalty as well.
Raceway JJ. He's going to hold up from Jack, though, as the 2 leaders fight for position.
Jack's cut across, I think. Slaughter's off.
Oh, that could be more coming Jack's way for next week. JJ doing enough, though, for Ferrari.
Shane is up to 5th.
Here comes the McLaren. And Luke's out.
Oh, Luke's out.
Luke is out of the race. Jack then just needs to clear 2 cars. At the minute, he'll get silver on penalties. Can he get ahead of Raceway JJ? He's going to go defensive now.
Tom took the lead.
He has. Yeah, he did. He got a really good restart. Sort of predicted what Silver would do. Went with him almost exactly.
Oh, wow. That was close between the Haas and the Ferrari.
Oh, JJ!
It's close.
That's damage on the Ferrari. And that's going to be it. Oh. Jack's through. But here comes Shane. See, if I'm JJ, you've got to let Shane go. Let him go and attack.
It's going to be hard to, though. Shane's gone through anyway, right? Let's see what he can do. Oh, JJ's collided with...
Yeah, not Rapid out as well, but... Oh, there's a problem for Jack!
Jack's gone!
He's out! Oh, it's all drama! Well. The drama! The scenes in Jeddah! Both championship challengers out of the race at the death!
We go to Abu Dhabi!
We do! Raceway JJ then, 1 lap to go, trying to fight for as many points as possible. If he can hold on to 5th, it'll be 2 points in it.
Oh,
going into the final round. All Raceway JJ has to do is finish now. Heavily damaged front wing on that Ferrari. Jack Hawkey's out. There was a collision there, I think, with Varda, who's not got a front wing. We've got David Clarkson in 10th without a front wing. He's going to carry on and try and finish in a wingless Alpine. Damage up and down the pack. Cacho Silva, from a position of what looked like almost certain victory 2 laps ago, is
Shane
now
second.
Shane into 2nd place. Shane might win this. Sneaky Tom
track, but he's not going to win it on penalties.
I never say never. Sneaky Tom only needs 1. The 2 Haas is fighting for position as well. Bruce takes 3rd.
Oh, JJ could still be on the podium here, by the way.
I mean, looking at the penalties then, we've got 6, 8 and 3. Yeah, at the minute, Raceway JJ will be on the podium and Ferrari will take the lead in the Constructors' title as it stands.
Oh, he's gone off. Oh, he's gone through though, I think. Sleeves is in 6th on for a really good
Shane
result. Oh, he's got
challenging Sneaky Tom, 1 corner to go. It's not going to be enough. Sneaky Tom then. Don't weave, man, don't weave, not at this stage. Wins the Saudi Grand Prix. Shane drops to 3rd, but Bruce will take 2nd. Catch silver. Where's Raceway JJ? Jumps to 2nd. Gets 2nd on track. He'll be pleased with that one. Bruce in 3rd, Silver in 4th. Escobar jumps to 5th and Ari 6th. Shane drops to 7th.
I think that's going to be his timeout penalty, which is like 8 seconds. So he's probably going to be on the podium.
We'll see what that difference makes when we work it out. David Clarkson in 10th and Varda 11th. We had... How many retirements was that? That was Reflux, Luke, Rapid and Jack Hawkey on the last lap and a half. Oh, I like this circuit now. I wasn't sure it was going to give us some good racing, but it's given us an absolute cracker. Sneaky Tom with... Is that his first win this season?
No.
No?
No, that is...
What's his second win of the season? Raceway JJ with... I think... Is that his best result or joint best result?
That is his best result. He's not scored a podium this year.
Yep. That's
Limbs.
JJ. Raceway JJ's best result. Sneaky Tom with his second win then of the season. Winning it on track as well with no penalties.
Sorry.
Raceway JJ 6.3 seconds behind with damage at the end. But you've got to say, as a wingman, JJ did everything he had to do. Jack Hawkey then, no points, finishes 12th and 2 laps down. Will not be a happy bunny. Luke can breathe a sigh of relief after his 2 incidents. He was in prime position to take it to Abu Dhabi, but as it stands, it will still go to Abu Dhabi in both championships. Cacho Silva finishes 4th after all of that. What should have been a first victory for him ends up with him not even finishing on the podium. Escobar in 5th is a great result for him, and Yoldasmar as well, clawing his way back up the pack. Shane in 7th. We'll see if any of his penalties are going to be removed. He was very close to the back of Sneaky Tom. Sleeves in 8th. Slaughter 9th. David Clarkson 10th for a point to Alpine. Varda, the unlucky man again, in 11th place. No points for him. Jack Hawkey, not rapid, and Luke will finish 2 laps down. And then our DNFs for Reflux, Camping Dogs, Trebler, The Wizard, and Rack.
Right, shall I go with the 3 that are on the podium?
Yes, please.
At the moment, even
yes,
though
please.
I think Shane possibly. Anyway, we'll go with the 3 that's on it. So Sneaky Tom, Raceway JJ, Mr. Bruce. Wow. I have no words. What I just witnessed in the last 5 minutes.
Spectacular. I think is the only way to describe that.
I'm gonna have a long week.
Well, I think I might be tagging in for this one. There's going to be a lot from that. There's going to be a lot. Transfer news. Crystal Palace have signed Jean-Philippe Mateta on a permanent deal. He was there on loan beforehand.
That is good to know. Where is Raceway JJ?
Right, so we've got our leading duo in, so let's start. We'll go with JJ first, the man who can now call himself with some confidence the Contest of Speed, Sergio Perez. Just talk us through some of the defensive driving there from Jack behind you.
I mean, Jack's incredibly fast, so it's always hard. And listening to your commentary throughout, commentating about, how far ahead Red Bull or Ferrari were in the constructors and how far Luke was off Jack, really put the pressure on to keep it. But I think, I was half a mind between, do I slow it down and do a proper Sergio, or do I try and stick in the DRS of the person in front? And is that my best way to defend from Jack? I thought it was probably the latter, but it was hard, tough racing. But for the most part, I thought it was, to be honest, a pretty clean race until the last couple of laps. I have no idea what has happened. I'm gonna have to look back at my footage and to actually understand what happened, because it all feels a bit of a blur.
Yeah, I mean, there was too much for us to keep up with on stream as well. At one point, we just ended up screaming, "Oh, the drama!" It's.
And this sort of race to finally get a podium, I've been so close. I've had so many fourths and fifths, penalties removed, which took away my wins, my podiums. But finally get there in a track which I detest. Well,
you drove brilliantly, mate. Yeah, I have to say. And on a personal note, being a Ferrari man, you did an outstanding job. Absolutely outstanding.
I'm not the fastest, so I try and play the team game and try and be consistent. Yes. I got 2 warnings, one of which, if I'd got a penalty, I'd asked to be removed because I was pushed off the track. So for me to have 1 penalty around that track's mental.
Yeah, but no, it was a great job, mate. Absolutely fabulous. It goes to next week. I believe if it stays with you in second place, Ferrari lead the Constructors' Championship in EU4 by 6 points.
Oh God.
Going into the final round. If Shane has some bookie rejoining penalty that the game's given him, it might drop you to third, at which point you'll be ahead by 3 points.
Well, Luke's just got to win it next week, eh? Take the pressure off me. Let me finish like 7th. I can do 7th if he can do 1st.
All I've got to ask is what the new contract demands then for next week, because some kind of bonus is required.
Well, he said I should double my Freddos to 4. It's got to be at least 6.
Oh, there you go then. You better hear first.
Driving a hard bargain, but I think Matteo will cave to that one. I think he'll give you it. I'd be demanding a bag of quavers with them, to be honest with you. But, if you're about the 6 Freddo life, then you go with your 6 Freddos.
6 Freddos a night. What more can you need?
Spot on. Right, well done, mate. Congratulations. Fantastic drive. Best of luck for next week.
Cheers.
Bruce won't be joining us, so we can go on to the race winner.
Second win of the season, Sneaky Tom.
Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest.
Mate, you won!
I mean, I don't know what was going through my mind, but yeah, on raw pace I should be like in P8 or something, and those safety cars pushed me up front of the pack, and I thought, just hold on as long as possible. And I managed to do it until the last safety car, and then I had like one of my best restarts ever and managed to get ahead of Catcher, which was just crucial to get that penalty off him as well. And it was so nerve-wracking to take it home there, and I was so slow, and I was holding them up in sector 1, and I couldn't do anything. I was just shouting sorry because I was so fucking slow there. Sorry for swearing, but I don't know. I really enjoy this, of course, but I'm gutted for Ketcho as well. He drove amazingly today.
Yeah, it is unlucky for him to end up dropping off the podium as well. But especially after that amazing first restart, where I think it was he 9 seconds clear when the safety car came out.
Yeah, 9
Yeah.
seconds.
9 seconds clear. The thing is, I've been there. I've been there. I know how he's feeling. But it happens, and he took full advantage, and it was a fantastic drive, I have to say. Did a
Yeah,
cracking job.
thank you.
Great job, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
Enjoy the moment. We'll see you next week for the final round. Stuff, right. So, Sneaky Tom then taking the win tonight, and the championship battle on both fronts will go to next week. The final round in Abu Dhabi. Make sure you tune in and join us there. 9 PM in the UK on Monday. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night.